seems to be some sort of call forwarding hacking going on. And, I just want to get the garbage off my porch. It's been like 3 months. I've got bags of garbage on the front of it. It's your house, sir. Your house. Front porch, bags of garbage piling up. The mold I've gotten somewhat under control because I've got some moldy ozone manufacturing devices. And things are under control, but we got some company involvement that is less than stellar. Okay? And not sure how it was involved or D55, DMV, yeah. Clever. DMV, yeah, I like the way it's done. But somebody's got to wrestle these things to the ground. It's ridiculous.
If you are satisfied with your message, press 1. To listen to your message, press 2. To message review.
My God, what a scene. I'm the best fucking trust in the world. Yeah, I wonder how they can explode going away. Yeah. Are you being held hostage? Not for long. This is cool. It is. I'm fucking fine. Yeah. Hi. Oh my God. Wow. Mr. Ramazan, this is Mr. K. Yeah.
To listen to your message.
No way. No way. No way. I can't do it. That's not my phone number, is it? No. 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 Oh, there it is. Come. For a second. I thought I might have been calling the wrong person. What? Whoa. Well, I'm sure. What's going on there? Welcome to the elimination party. Welcome to the stream. Sir, this is Michael. I discovered some interesting features here. We've got somebody messed with some things, and you'll have to call me back in the morning. I think I'm not sure how exactly to address this, but I believe that the intent was to get me to call you. And you are the trustee or the Michael Kuzzi Special Needs Trust, sir, Mr. Ramazan. You may actually be, involved in some extent. There seems to be some sort of call forwarding hacking going on. And I just want to get the garbage off my porch. It's been like 3 months. I've got bags of garbage on the front of it. It's your house, sir. Your house. Front porch, bags of garbage piling up.
Yeah.
The mold I've gotten somewhat under control because I've got some moldy. Ozone manufacturing devices. And things are under control, but we got some company involvement that is less than stellar. Okay? And not sure how it was involved or D55, DMV, yeah. Clever. DMV, yeah, I like the way it's done. But somebody's got to wrestle these things to the ground. It's ridiculous.
If you are satisfied with your message, press 1. To
think
listen
so.
to your message, send your
I think
message
I'm
with
satisfied.
normal delivery, press 1. To send your message with urgent delivery, press 2.
It's 11:39. Is it urgent? Yeah, kind of, because I want to publish it on YouTube. Woohoo!
Thank you. Your message has been sent.
You're
Goodbye.
Welcome to the stream! Oh, ow! Damn, welcome to the... It's okay. Oh, it's poking out.
3, 2, 1.
Jack, astronaut, exposed to inappropriate levels of solar energy.
Sunlight makes him the world's smartest man.
I know everything! I want that brain taken out.
Heat,
You can get hold of me on Gmail, azarray@gmail.com. You can follow me on Twitter, Azramorphine. That's AZRAAMORPHINE. And, of course, my Instagram is Azarray.
Vision, the motorcycle with the mind of Jack's unemployed roommate. Together they run for their lives, blocked at every turn by adventure.
Don't mess around. You bring me down. I forget about. Don't make the sound and move. Now that's just power. For real.
The episode with Linda in it.
Hi.
It's Jack.
Well, it's too bad I can't now.
And listen to my shit in the background.
Hi. Hi, it's Jack.
Get me in the mood.
I'm getting stoned.
Is it? Oh, it's on repeat.
This shouldn't alarm me.
I am getting stoned.
Apparently this is a big deal for some people.
I think I'm in all kinds
Yeah.
of trouble. I've got no money.
Whatever.
I've got no gasoline. I got
Pause
no
this.
water. I've gone down to 1 can of McQuaw.
I found more supplies. I have magic teriyaki meat sticks. I have enchanted almond paste.
I've got some food, but here's the trouble. I've got no kitchen.
I still don't have a kitchen, but I do have enchanted almond paste. This is a big deal. The best enchanted items are the ones where I don't plan on making them. Can you hear this? Am I coming through okay? Hi, I'm Jack. I enchant my almonds. I'm pretty good at it.
Anymore. This is a fucking disaster area.
Yeah, but I can enchant items, so it comes off.
If I was going to live here, but what I've been doing here for
This isn't living.
a year and a half, it's not really living. It's more like holding space.
It's an endurance. It's a struggle. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking for my friend. Friend is nowhere to be found. Friend is perhaps scared off by the beeping. Perhaps that's the problem. I don't know. But friend is
If I start
not
making
around.
too many changes, well, it's not that.
Nobody's answering the phone. Well, that's not true. That's not true. I've got a great friend in my neighbor.
But it still would end up being a fucked up mess at the end.
Yeah, she's good times. Well, she's good. She's a good neighbor. She's not real close. So I got a number of announcements to make. Hi, this is Jack. I'm a star. I've received a criminal trespass warning. I'm no longer allowed on the road that goes up to the top of the mountain behind my house. The Dragon King has decreed that Jack Star may not walk up to the top of the mountain. It's not much of a mountain. It's more of a mound. I'd say it's a mound, but I'm not allowed to walk up there. It's trespassing. He's not allowed. I was accosted.
Long story short, I get paid in
I still haven't gotten paid yet.
8 days.
I just got out of jail. I went to jail for,
Yeah, 8 days. 8
get
days
this,
I get a bunch of money, which is great.
indecent exposure.
It's part of why I have
Indecent exposure.
or something, right? So to move things forward in my life,
This
I need
guy.
money!
This guy,
Money!
I still need money.
Jackmichael-
They released me on my own recognizance. All right. This is real. This is actual. This is an exercise. I just got out of jail. I went for indecent exposure. This one doesn't have degrees, I guess. It's just indecent. And then it could be real serious. I mean, you know what happened to Pee Wee Herman, right? Well, fuck. I mean, maybe this is vengeance for Pee Wee. Sure, why not? Come on, Paul. Come on, get up here. I know a guy named Paul.
Money! Give me money. Come on. Have I asked?
Give me all the money. Give me all that
It's been
money.
a long time.
I do need money. I just got out of jail. It was a struggle getting home. I had hitchhike. I got picked up by a friend. I will not reveal this person's name. I don't do that anymore. I don't say names. I barely know my own. I'm changing my name. That's gonna happen.
I don't really need money. I need somebody to sell my coins for me, and I'll give them
Yeah,
money.
I still need
All I
that.
have to do is give
Okay.
money.
Rather than go and secure services from a competent professional, rather than do this, I went to jail. Yay, jail! It's not so bad. It's one of the finer jails around. I haven't been in that many jails. I think four. I think 4 jails. But I've been in jails enough. I've certainly seen them depicted, and I've read about them. I know a little bit about jailing.
Everybody takes, nobody gives.
Yeah, no kidding. Jails can be pretty bad. This one's good. This is a nice jail. The employees are extraordinarily professional. The guardsmanship is substantial. They're very good, very good. I would not mess with any of these individuals on a singular basis. They are all trade killers, total badasses. And then they're at the jail, so they keep it orderly. Very orderly jail. Okay, I don't like going there, but when I'm there, I know I'm safe.
Bye.
You know,
Bye.
it wasn't so bad.
Bye. God, I miss you. Where have you been?
Who am I talking to there?
Show's over. I gotta go. I love you too. Bye. Pants.
Okay, I know who that is, sort of. That was the last thing I put up. I'm surprised I put it up. I put it up and then went to jail. I almost timed it perfectly, but then I didn't really time it. I woke up on Sunday morning with a profound sense of urgency from my Creator, God. You know God. I like God. I love God. Okay, so God tells me to go up to walk up the mountain. Now this mountain is not. It's just a road. It's behind my house. You leave my house, you take a right. You're on the highway. You go past the first driveway. That's neighbor Shane, who I have not had any interactions with. And then after that, you get to a road, and it's a road. You turn. You go up it. I've been up it 3 times now. 3 times. I believe this will be my last. let's see, I went up there one time. I've been up there 3 times. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done going up that road. I'm not welcome there. I have no business anymore. Certainly that's clear. I don't know who lives there. I don't know anything other than they're all seemingly nice folk. And the woman who accosted me, I was accosted. Did I mention? The woman who accosted me, I'm sure I would have liked under other circumstances. And apparently she mistook me for somebody that she had liked under other circumstances. And she was very irate. Oh, goodness gracious. She did not take kindly to my presence there. Didn't like it at all. I couldn't tell if she was a paid security or a zealous volunteer, not overly zealous. She made sure she made her point was clear. I won't be going back. I clearly her word is law. I don't need to go back. I do need to go back to jail. Well, to court. Same thing, really. You walk in the door, you're in jail. When I go to court next time, August 16th, I believe, they're gonna see how competent I am and all this other fucking nonsense. Which is actually extraordinarily important. I met another Fed. Didn't really meet them, but you meet a Fed, you meet a Fed. One of the nicer Feds, I think. And then I had to be taken into custody because reasons. Generally, when somebody starts screaming to somebody and fucking shoving them down the mountain and saying "Get away!" When they go into fucking full-on harpy mode, something's got to be looked into. Right? They don't just let that go. Not since what happened to Paul Rand, right? Tackled while mowing the lawn. See, that's why I don't mow the lawn. It's too dangerous. So this woman flew off the fucking handle. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, she was on it. She whipped out all her. I don't want to sound like I'm disparaging this woman. Hopefully, it was a sad and regrettable event for all concerned. But I'm okay. Once again, I don't think I'll be. Well, I don't know. I gotta go. I gotta talk to some lawyer folk, find out just how bad. I've never been hit with indecent exposure before. I don't want to lose any more rights, right? I mean, this kind of thing, it could indicate some kind of a pattern, right? Could be a lot of people just, maybe I got one of them faces. I don't know, but it's happening far too much for me to feel comfortable with. I'm continuing to be cyber stalked. It's lame, but it's happening. So that's not cool. People who I call, they don't really ever talk to me. If I call, we got a guy intercepting the call, boom, boom, and he calls and talks to them, right? Not me, somebody else. They hover around me like buzzards. All of my digital communications, they're all hoovered up, right? Everything except this. I mean, they can't really fake this. For one thing, I'm saying it out loud, and at least the creepers are tuning in, right? Shouters. You get that, shouters? Oh, they're terrified. They don't realize just how pinned to the wall they are. And then I don't really know how many there are. I just know that there's X plus 1. There's me, and there's me talking to the YouTube. And when I push publish, then okay, then I'm saying that to the world. But before that, there's these Klingons, little people, fucking listen to every goddamn word I say. When I pick up the phone, they're there. When I put the phone down, they're there. They're hoovering up the data. They get the metadata. They get all the data. They get the datas on Michael Clifford Kuzi. They do shit with it. They do. They've been doing it for years. It's fucked up. Fucked up. See? Told you. All right. So, thankfully, my computer seems to be functional. There's a limit to what these jerkholes can do. Right? And once you know they're in the system, it's pretty obvious what's going on. Now, I got a video playing in the background, and you can't hear it, which is too bad. You should be able to. Nope, can't. Well, I'm working on several phones here. I'm supposed to have what's the word I'm looking for? Money. I'm supposed to have money. I don't have any money. If money came in, money didn't happen. All right. So I'm negative 14 in the hole. Plus, I got these other debts that I got to pay. Hence the need to sell the gold coins. Now, I didn't know that I was going to set up my life as some kind of a fucking mega ultra scavenger hunt, corollary to the great game. I didn't realize I was going to do that. But now that I find that I have, I'm totally down. You'd be surprised how much fun this is. The upshot of this is that there's these people stalking me. I don't know why I haven't called the police. Probably because when I call them, they generally ignore me and make fun of me. But something's got to be done. The nonsense and the garbage has reached crescendo levels, right? I'm not going to say too much about what I've said so far, other than to say, what's this fucking Bluetooth device here? Psst. All right, well, I'm having difficulty with my sound. This apparently can't be played. That makes sense. I wouldn't want to. I don't think this person wants to be rebroadcast. I don't see why that would be a good idea. Frankly, turn that off. Oh, Bluetooth, where's thy sting? So I'm supposed to have some data, and I would have data if I was able to pay, and I'm not, because I don't have any money. Right? I'm not able to play this video, which is fine. It's probably Earth signs. Sorry, not sorry. Someone could care less anymore. Rather be alone than. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I mean, these fucking text messages are vile. They're disgusting. They're revolting. They're asinine. They're immature. Yeah, they're unlawful. I guess I'm gonna have to like push charges and shit. I'm gonna have to. I don't see any other recourse. It's not funny, right? I'm not gonna describe for the greater listening audience what, but I'm gonna have to file a report, and it won't be a false one. It'll be legit, right? The documentation of the things that I experienced, it's there, right? Making a formal report flips a number of switches in the justice machine. As acting Justicar, I get to flip some switches in a precise order because I'm ranking. I don't know how many of you noticed, but I got on Twitter and I changed my name on one of my 3 active Twitter accounts. I can't believe this is real life. This is the way it's working. I changed my name to Optimal Jackstar, Justicar, right? I don't really know what it means. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't actually know. But I definitely have decided to take up the mantle of what I got to do. I've been instructed by God to do this. It's such a pain in the ass. I can see why fucking what's her name, Joan of Arc. Why she probably leapt into that fucking bonfire to escape the fucking pain in the ass nature of the whole fucking duty. I woke up and I felt compelled to go for a walk, which is nice. I worked on my cardio. It's a nice hill. If I could walk up and down it freely, I probably would once or twice. Is logarithmically more often than I have already, but there's something about it, and something to do with factors that makes it so I can't go up there. Certainly not anymore. I've received a criminal trespass warning. Woo! It's pink. I got a pink form. Oh boy, I get to spend the night in jail. Yay! So the reason why they do that is because this isn't strictly a domestic violence thing, but it is. This is my neighbor freaking out because she thinks I'm somebody else. I mean, like sure. I live down here. They live up there. Okay, fine. They're dragons. I'm a worm. Okay, whatever. Okay. Just because I have a womb doesn't make me a woman. Okay. Next time I'm carrying a life, I'll let you know. The way this whole gender thing is shaken out is real interesting. Do any of you have a duodenum? A duodenum? A duodenum? A duodenum? A duodenum? You have a duodenum. If you're a human, you have a duodenum. But do you have a duodenum? Duodenum? Do you? It's next to the pancreas. I don't want to get off on an aside here, but I've noticed some things about human physiology in my travels across time and space, which have been a bit more circuitous than most. Duodenum, 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 duodenum. Duodenum is easy to say. Duodenum. It's between the stomach, the esophagus, and the pancreas. The duodenum. Right. It's a place where there's a little junction. It's like a little 4-leaf clover for freeways. If your alimentary canal were a freeway, as so many of us dream of it being. The duodenum is where they all hook up together. Stuff comes out of the bottom of the stomach, and then there's a thingy that goes to the pancreas and the liver. The liver's in there too. It's an interchange. It's a place where stuff goes back and forth. Now, contrary to popular belief, stuff goes back and forth. Oh, Nelly, let me tell you, stuff goes up and down that thing. I don't know if you noticed that. Some of you may not some of you probably have not paid as much attention to your duodenum as I have paid attention to mine in recent months, for a variety of reasons, which will include things. I don't need to boast. I don't fucking know how much more people can take of my fucking bullshit. So the duodenum, if the duodenum becomes like a marsupial thing, like it's holding space for a life form that's gestating, like in a womb. If there's a womb, the duodenum, then it's duodenum. A duodenum. Fuck, I don't know. Next time I have one. I don't have one right now. Mine was a temporary thing. All right. Do I need to go over this? So there's 5 human sexes, right? And then however either I was number 2 and then moved to number 3, or I was number 1 and moved to number 3. One of the two. Before I consider myself a male. I think I am male. I think I'm a nice male. Yeah. I think I'm pretty hot. I do. I bloom nicely, and I haven't aged myself overly with too many chemicals. Just the right amount of chemicals, just the right amount of baking soda and baking powder. So whatever I was before, I thought of myself as male. I got a dick. It works better than I do, frankly. And the upshot is whether gender 1 or whether sex 1 or sex 2 physically was whichever one I was the one that had a dick and not a womb. Okay. So now I could grow another womb if I really wanted to. I don't really want another womb. I don't know if I want to be given. I don't want to know if I want to be given birth. It's nice. Yeah, but do I need to keep doing it? I've done it 3 times now. I don't know if I want to upgrade that. Right? So the information I'm getting is that there's 5 human sexes. Like right now I'm number 3. And then I could go back to 1. I couldn't go back to 2 because I considered myself number 1 before. Sure. Whatever sex there was, male or female. Let's say male is number 1 and female is number 2. Or you could say female is number 1 and male is number 2. Well, then I was sex 2. Okay. Now I'm sex 3 because I have the option of going back down to sex 2, or I could go for sex 4 or sex 5. And I guess you could probably figure out which one is which. You know what I mean? That's the reality of gender studies today. Because either the bioweapon did something, or extraterrestrials came down and started implanting embryos in people's anuses. Maybe. I don't know. Really, I don't know the full extent of what's been going on. Most people don't really talk to me about this shit. I kind of have to glean it by paying attention to the news. Apparently, there's a timeline of Earth where women do get pregnant by swallowing semen. How odd. How peculiar. I hadn't heard of that one when I was growing up. That seems to be a new one. I'm unfamiliar with this being part of the stuff that happens to humans. I would want to call a friend of mine and say, hey, do you remember it being this way? Because I don't remember it being this way. I remember people imagining that was the case, but look, I'll be honest. That's not what they taught us, right? Now I suppose I could have just hopped into somebody's fucking fever dream, but it's not like I was saying that this is true. It was more like, I experienced something similar, but it involved, I can't really say. I do know that I'm not averse to swallowing semen if that ever happens again. I know that I typically swallow my own. I don't think that disqualifies me from being gay or from being straight. I don't know. What does straight mean anymore? I have no idea. More to the point, I'm being cyberstalked by people who want to know answers to these questions, as well as people who want to eradicate my altered genome. I guess they're racial purists. There's a few of them out there. And that's why I have enchanted meat sticks and enchanted almond paste. Now, stay with me here. I don't know why I forgot that I bought the almond paste, and where I was looking for the meat sticks the other day because I knew I had them, but I didn't know where I put them, and I thought there was only 2 left. Well, it turns out now I got like a dozen plus because I ate 5 of them. I found it. They were left in the truck while I was in jail, and they were just baking in the sun. They were in an insulated bag underneath some clothes and in a plastic bag. And the almond paste is sealed up in foil. There were some other objects alongside of them. A little bit of alchemy happened. I know that it's enchanted. Just trust me on this one. I can't prove it to you at all, in no way. Nevertheless, I do maintain I do have enchanted meat sticks and almond paste. I had meant to consume these objects elsewhere, right? But unexpectedly, I ended up, well, my weekend wasn't great. I was alone. I didn't think that I was going to necessarily eat almond paste with somebody. But had somebody come by and said, hey, I wish you had some almond paste, I would have said, oh, yeah, I have some. Where did I put that? Turns out I left it in the back of the truck, along with some clothes that I had laundered. So I had fresh laundry and food in my truck while I was in jail for indecent exposure. Because I woke up on Sunday morning and God commanded me to walk up the hill and make an ass of myself, I guess. And that's why I've got an indecent exposure charge. Are you all up to date now? Is that good for you? This has been a bit more than 5 minutes with Jack Star, but I feel the overage is called for here. I don't know what's going on in anybody else's world, but I'm certainly having the time of my life. And advertising goes here while I smoke weed. Smoking weed, not vaping weed. I have vaped weed in the past. I'm not doing that now. I'm smoking the shit. If you haven't smoked weed, I would suggest that you get off your ass and fucking find out how to do it safely. I mean, I don't know what kind of fucking crazed heathen bastard started telling people that they shouldn't smoke weed. Shouldn't abuse weed, certainly. And some might say that setting fire to the sacred herb is possibly sacrilegious. I have felt that way before. Certainly there's better things to do with it than to smoke it. But right now, I'm smoking the weed. I wouldn't mind smoking with that neighbor of mine. She seemed quite nice. She really did. I'd never met her before in my life. She thought that I was named Joe, and that she had been to my house. Ladies and gentlemen, I've never used the name Joe. When I think Joe, I think of only 2 people, and then maybe 3. Haven't seen him in a long time, and the third one maybe not at all. I'm not a Joe, right? So this woman was gonna get out her gun and start banging away at me. Plink, plink, plink. She was ready to fucking kill me, all right? And this is just for existing, just walking up on a road. So to say people are tense these days, damn, that'd be an overstatement or an understatement. People are pretty tense. Now, around about this time, I also determined that there's a couple people, at least 2, who are flat out, straight up impersonating me. This isn't good for them. This isn't good. One of them is probably an accredited federal agent who's tracking somebody down, and the other one is probably the guy who's trying to be tracked down. That's probably what's happening. And then there's other men in the world than us 3. I don't know what they're doing, but it would seem that this is the case. I don't know how clear I can be about that actually being for certain. I mean, I'm still collating data. I don't know who's doing a bunch of stupid bullshit, but at least one person is doing stupid bullshit, right? And not to put too fine a point on it, I have evidence of this sitting on my phone. It's there. I should call the police. I think right away. I'm kind of working on what to do exactly. And in the meantime, I'm documenting what I have to tell them anyway. So, frankly, they should be listening right now. I think the only matter is like what exactly I'm going to complain about, and then where the subsequent questioning follows. I wouldn't mind answering questions. I really wouldn't. It would help to be stoned when doing that. I'm much more loquacious when I'm stoned. I don't know what your experience with cannabis out there is in La La Land. But I find appropriate amounts of appropriately handled cannabis flower plant is good for a person, I think. I don't agree with people who like to abuse things exclusively. Some people just love to just do it the wrong way, and they just do. I mean, for whatever reason, they prefer it that way. I don't say that's bad. You can get some pretty cool effects that way. But I don't feel that way. I like maintaining a sense of control. Like, if you imagine a ski jump, I like the ones where the end of the jump where you're supposed to land is, soft, right? I'm not like looking forward to going off a cliff and then just just getting lucky, right? That will work, especially if a person is spec'd for that. But that's not what I prefer. I like having things that are tracked, like those cars down in the Disney World, where you drive around and, you're not really steering because you can't go off the train track and you can't really do anything besides turn the wheel and maybe go faster. It's a culture, it's a curated experience, my life. And it has to be that way because I'm the failsafe. Before I've lived my life, 7 copies of me have gone forward into the future and made various decisions in an autonomous fashion. Those aren't really impersonators, right? Those are echoes of future. At some point, they're supposed to be in alignment the way they're supposed to be. Right now, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Somebody else who's not me controls like a whole bunch of stuff that goes on in my life. It's kind of inconvenient. I'm not gonna lie, but it should make it pretty easy to track down whoever the fuck is doing these other things who isn't supposed to. I guess some people thought it would be a brilliant idea just to glom onto this structure and take their own end out of it. I guess it was for a minute, right? But these things inevitably all catch up for somebody sometime, and then it's not like today is the day that happened, but it does happen. It occurs. I'm not sure exactly what's to come, but I definitely have to report something to somebody, and that's going to set various chains reactions into play. I may end up calling a crisis line. It depends on how I feel tonight. I'm not really in crisis so much as I am bankrupt, right? So I might turn on Patreon. I was thinking of doing that. I might, I don't know what I might do. The world is my oyster. There's pearls in here somewhere. I don't know exactly where, but that doesn't stop me from cracking open all the oysters. Have you ever done that? Cracked open a live oyster and just eaten it right out of the water? Just bend over and pick one up and slice it open and eat it. I haven't done that for a while. It's good times. It really is. I don't know if I still have a knife, but I did have one. And then I know how to do it. That's cool. Haven't really felt like doing it this year. And in point of fact, my license is suspended, so I wouldn't be able to drive anywhere safely. These days, I'd prefer to drive carefully and sedately and safely, given that if anything happens, they'll be like, hey, your license is suspended. They'll haul me away. Shit, yeah, they will. They make money doing that. That's their job. If I'm a suspended person and I'm driving, well, too bad, kid. I mean, I do like the jail. It's one of the nicer jails. It's not friendly, but it's polite, right? I've been there enough times that they're not concerned about me. When I was there, I noticed several security violations that they made. I'm not going to hold a task for it, and then it's not like I'm complaining. I mean, whatever. They're doing their job. Whatever. I'm expected to bear some of the brunt of the tedium of moving me around and giving me stuff and writing things down. I mean, it's boring. I shouldn't be there. And then since I was cooperating, I mean, it doesn't look unfavorable that I allowed the process to happen, because it pretty much had to happen. If this woman is that freaked out about somebody and she says it's me, okay, either it's me or it's somebody I got, right? If it's me, then clearly I should be, put behind bars. Actually, they don't have bars. They have this heavy metal door. There's grates. I guess, yeah, there are bars. Yeah. Okay, so they put me there, then the woman can be told, hey lady, we put this guy he's behind bars now. And then she can relax. Right? And that's important, because there's really, in Washington State, no other way they can happen. They have this whole fucking thing set up, so it's a shit show. It's a fucking nightmare. And now I have a third person to add to the list of people I'm not allowed to contact. I thought I should announce it to the world here. Number one, as you know, is Prot Ni Shaw. Shoshoye. Okay, that's her maiden name. Or something. And then number two is not Genevieve, not Guinevere. The other one. Yeah. That one I don't want to say her name either, because it's not those two. I'm not going to say those again either. If you need to hear those names again, just rewind the tape. So not those two, but the other one. And the third one is hot Britney Spears. Honestly, that's who I think of her as, because I didn't think Britney Spears was that attractive. I thought she was hypersexualized and gross, and not too white, but they. I mean, is she blonde? I mean, I don't think she was. And then she shaved off her hair. Probably that has something to do with it. But it's I never cared for the whole experience of Britney Spears anyway. But this woman, she seemed surprised I didn't know who she was, and then she thought I was somebody else, and she flipped out, which is what happens sometimes. You know, and I have respect for that. I wasn't aware that this was a designated protected area for rare birds and endangered species. Now that I know, you know, I got a pink form. That's fine. I don't need to go up there. And if somebody needs me to go up there, I can say, hey, look, it's pink. It's a form. I'm not going there. I certainly didn't have any awareness that it was that serious, right? But clearly it was serious. She was adamant in her display of territorial ground taking. So that's it for that, right? And now I have naught but to do but sit here surrounded by these folk who are up to I don't know what. I was not going up there to find out what they're doing, but apparently they're doing something, and they want themselves to be left alone. I respect that. I wouldn't want anybody to come by and start squatting anyway. And I can see how somebody like me might put the concerns. I mean, if people think that my name is Joe and I'm inviting people over to my house, well, I'm not, right? And then if people have had bad experiences with people who look like me, well, I am balding with a tonsure, and I'm 6'1" and I'm white, so you know I look like that guy. Like who's that guy on The Shield? That guy, he's cool. Shield's a good show. I should watch that. Of course, I don't have any internet other than this very puny cellular signal, and then the rest of the bandwidth is taken by the hogs. I was looking to maybe get access to sharing a bandwidth repeater or something, but they haven't called me back in over a year and a half. So I was kind of giving up on that idea, maybe. And now,
if I had my way, if I had my way,
well,
if I had my way,
that's it.
I'd burn this whole building down.
The Shirley Manson Love Fest continues.